Tim Saunders with Steve Coates at Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's the season opener. The Flyers in Tampa to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Flyers finally have one that counts now. They've been talking for weeks about getting off to a good start. It doesn't come as a bigger challenge than to play the team that might be the club to beat in the Eastern Conference.
There's no two ways about it. If you're going to start, I like starting on the road too. There's no pressure. I mean, you don't have to put on a show here. Just come in and play a solid hockey game against what we all know is a very, very talented hockey team. Small forwards, big defense, and a big goaltender. That's what the Tampa Bay Lightning are all about.
This is as far south as the Flyers have ever opened a National Hockey League season. They're going to play here tonight against Tampa and then Saturday against the Florida Panthers. And we talk about the start. They have 10 games in the month of October. The Flyers haven't won more than 5 of their first 10 games in the last 7 years. But Coatsy, only 8 of the first 21 teams they're going to face were playoff clubs from a year ago. So there's an opportunity to get off to a better start.
The past is the past. I mean, this is an opportunity for a group of guys that really get along well. They were here together as a group, except for Scotty Lott, Medvedev, and Gudas. And so you have an opportunity to start off fresh. And I don't want to forget about Michael Neufer. We can't forget about the backup goalie. But the bottom line is that there's an opportunity under a new coach, a fresh start, to really prove to everybody that they are a good group and they are going to play together. And what a better start right here against a team that everybody thinks that they're going to make the Stanley Cup Finals again, as they did last year. And it's just a matter of concentration. The problem has been the last couple of years, not very good training camps and getting off to a bad start. Now they have an opportunity to get off to a good start. It's right there in front of them.
Well, Flyers got out of training camp with no injury to speak of. They've got 2 of the top scoring guys on that top line, and Jake Voracek and Claude Giroux, both in the top 10 in scoring from a year ago. But if you're looking for a guy who might have a breakout year, who might take his game to the next level, it might be Michael Raffl on that line.
You hit it right on the head. In fact, I was on the air with Anthony Gargano this morning, and he asked me that very thing. He said, okay, who's the breakout guy? I said, Michael Raffl, for a lot of reasons. First of all, when he came here 3 years ago, he was a 4th-line center from Austria. Nobody knew who he was. And then all of a sudden he came back last year. He learned how to play on the left side, on the right side. He played everywhere. He was multi-purpose. Finds himself on that big line, gets hurt, really got some rhythm problems getting into it. But he gained 10 pounds last year. You can see the look in his eye this year. He understands the North American game now. He understands what he's got to do. He knows how to play left wing now, and he's playing with Jake Voracek and Claude Giroux. What a great opportunity. All the stars are aligned here. This guy is going to be there.
And a guy like Scott Laughton fought his way onto this team.
Well, you can know that Ron Hextall and Dave Haxtell are true to their words. They said, you want to play for us? We're going to go by what you've done in training camp. Brandon Manning had a good training camp in the Lions.
Let's talk about the challenge tonight. This was the highest scoring team in the NHL, and they're built on speed and skill.
They really can move it. I mean, they're an upbeat team where they're going to be able to feed that smaller group of forwards, and they really can move, and that's the key to the Flyers. They counterattack so quickly. You've got to be able to respond, and there are guys, especially when you got Stamkos. I don't think there's many pure scorers than Steven Stamkos in this league.
He had 43 goals, second in the National Hockey League, and he wasn't even on Tampa's best line because the triplet line actually led the NHL in scoring last.
And where did these guys come from? I mean, they're unbelievable. Tyler Johnson, if he had been healthy last year, that would have been a different story, I think, in that Stanley Cup final. These guys were, they were all brought up through the minor league system here with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and that's what it's all about. And those 3 guys, I mean, just unbelievable, and nobody knew where they came from.
Andre Palat and Nikita Kucherov fill out that triplets line with Tyler Johnson, and the 3 of them combined for 200 points a year ago. Ben Bishop, their starting goaltender, 40 wins last year, 4th in the National Hockey League. He'll go up against Steve Mason. Mason only won 18 games last year, but Coatsy had the best save percentage, 2nd best in Flyers history.
And that's the number. That's the number, not goals against average, which is a team number. Save percentage tells you how good your goalie is, because that's what he's doing as a goalie. He's one-on-one.
The opener, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Flyers. It'll be on Comcast Sportsnet, or you can join us on the radio. Tim Saunders with Steve Coates on 93.3 WMMR.